Hey guys, and welcome to another build review video. Today we are at someone's plot where half of it is complete, half of it isn't. So I'm going to review it anyways. I don't know if they intend to do it or not. They said second plot, but there is no second plot. Blood Nix is the name. See if I go here, I just come back to the same unfinished plot. So I usually wouldn't do this, but since the other side has quite a bit on it, I guess I can review it. But right off the bat, it fails immediately because it isn't finished. So, well, what do I see in this plot already? Well, I see some trees. I see some trees and some fire. The trees are nice and all. Again, I'm not an extremely huge fan of the fences here. The fence. I know people like to use it, which is fine, I guess, but personally I do not like it. So, oh, broke it. And also, one thing that people do with trees all the time is they make it all, all covered up like this. Again, that could be personal preference, but for me, I love to show some roots. Like you see the block that I'm holding, just having that look to it. If it was like that instead of that, it would look a lot better, in my opinion. Especially when you're doing roots. It's a lot better. So we come across this very tiny bridge, and the water, I mean the floor down here, the seabed, I don't know why it's all grass. People just either forget about it or they're too lazy to do it. And Blood Nix, I would definitely fix that and put some gravel, sand, whatever. I haven't done a build review in a while, so I don't know if these people are still going to be watching the video. But if they do, that's that. So this right here, that's a huge minus for me, and definitely not architect worthy, if you ask me, because this is a C plot. And that right there, I think someone would pretty much fail you automatically, as well if they didn't like this or that. But again, I'm lenient on that stuff because I understand some people do like it. So this house right here, Nordic style roof. This is always a nice touch whenever people do that, so that's cool. Right here is a little bit awkward looking, and there's nothing on the inside. So right there's a minus, and over here it looks unfinished. Everything is unfinished. So if you're still working on this, I don't know if you are, but as for the mountain, it actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, I'm not saying that in a bad way. It actually looks fine completely, because I like this part up here. But the unfinished stuff needs to be finished, obviously, but time is the most important thing in the world, so I understand if you can't do that, or you just completely stop doing this. But my huge minuses in this is the dirt and the grass that should be sand, gravel, and dirt, or stone, gravel, dirt, all kinds of stuff. This waterfall looks fine. The house should have an interior. Maybe if you're planning on doing it, I don't know. I would consider redoing these branches, or getting rid of them, because I'm not a huge fan. And also having all of this is fine, but having a little bit of this is good as well. That's just my personal preference and my 2 cents. So yeah, that's about it for this plot. Let's go into the next one. Next up, here is, let's check it out, Jack Ott, so probably Jackpot, Jack Ott 45, and this is the /PH:2, so it's the second one. And let's get to reviewing. Again, like I said, in my LP, I think, my Vortex LP, I don't really come on here as much anymore unless it's review, because these builds are pretty awesome, because the server is just very unreliable and laggy. So when I feel like it's not, and maybe I get bored and want to build on here, which is always fun, because it's fun to see all these amazing builds, and the server needs a rehaul, so an overhaul, not rehaul. So we start off in this ship, pretty cool, because right when you're on the ship, I've been on 2 of these plots so far where you start off at the end of a dock. That was the swamp one, the first review that I did. Over here, and boom, you're on. So, what do we see on this little port here? We see a bunch of storage crates. Beautiful effect. Love it so much. It's amazing. You have the barrels here. They're all in a designated area. Everything makes sense. When I play Minecraft or build a Minecraft, I try to make everything as realistic as it can. And if it doesn't look, you can stretch it, of course, but sometimes I feel like, you know, everything should be realistic, as realistic as it can be. So we have a bunch of these hanging leaves here, as for like a shop or shop area, storage facility, or designated storage area. That's a cool effect. I wonder if we can get back there. I'm liking this grass, the moss, the floor is really cool. Loving it. Nothing extremely out of place. I mean, nothing out of place at all. These stools are nice. Again, the storage crates in a designated area, a tiny well for just to fill in that area. Pretty cool. Again, more vines and vegetation, which is awesome. We go into the bar here, and yeah, here it is, the cellar. Down here. Okay. Alright, so no aces. Don't know what that means, but we're going down. Okay, so just like a cool area. It's cool. And people object to flat walls, but if you think about it, and you're thinking in real life, this is supposed to be some kind of cellar. So this is actually not a bad wall at all. So you don't need to have a whole bunch of it. It all depends if you use your textures right on the flat wall. So great work on that. Buttons. Love the buttons. Love the buttons. So this flat wall is more than a flat wall, and it definitely paints the picture. This is cool. Oh, I think this is the one who said go underground. Yeah, Pirate Bay. It says Pirate Bay. Gold, a bunch of gold. That's cool. A lot of rum for the pirate. Okay, and over here a nice little cave area to show that it's very secretive, or at least I hope it is. Then we can't go back there, but that's cool how he blocked that off. Ooh, skull. So this detail on this plot is absolutely amazing. Right off the bat, even though we haven't checked out the whole plot, architect rank is guaranteed. If I were to if I was authorized to give you ranks. So yeah, definitely architect rank. It's beautiful. Now I don't even know how to get it back up. Okay, there we go. So let's check out the rest of the plot. Okay, get out of there. Okay, now the house. House is pretty awesome. Like it a lot. It's not just a straightforward roof. He has some kind of piece hanging off to it. The vines are in good positions. Of course, there are no trees up here, so I know people like to put vines everywhere, which is fine. But when I do that, I like to have a tree over it, or at least near it, so you can picture, oh, some wind came over from those trees, or there's a tree right there, whatever. But again, that's fine. I wouldn't penalize anyone for that, because leaves have, or add, a whole bunch of stuff. The walls are good. I would object to these flat walls, but from far away you're not seeing much. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, and there's really not a whole lot you can do with that to quote-unquote fix it. Again, I would object to this like I did on the last plot, how it's kind of awkward, but right here, if you think about it, just picture that to be a little bit smaller and going through sort of like a rope, but not a rope, just more of a smaller log. It makes sense. So it's also cool that he did this too with the cobblestone. So great effect. As for the water, amazing, amazing. And in his comment he said, yeah, I know that's almost 50% water. I mean, even with all of this, he was worried that I would have said too much water. With all of this, you're getting architect rank no matter what. I don't see, if someone wouldn't give you that, they're just having a bad day or something. But a lot of storage crates, which is fine because it's just a pirate area. And underground is beautiful. The sea bed is beautiful. Everything is amazing. I like it. I don't think there's anything wrong with this plot. There's nothing wrong. So, as for this plot, which you guys should all go check out, Plot Me Info, there it is again, if you guys want to go check it out. Jackot45, Jackot 45. Go check them out. Amazing plot. There's probably a whole bunch that I didn't even see, but sometimes you have to keep the reviews short. So, that's it for this review. If you guys see me on the server, my name is XDH75. There you go. And if you want me to review, put down your plot in the comments. Put the thing I have to type in, so I can just copy and paste it. Blah blah, whatever. do that, and make sure you like the video if you want me to review your plot. Not really a payment type thing, but I really appreciate it if you would. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, click that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. And check out these guys as well because they deserve all the credit. And I'll see you guys next time.